Certainly one of the more controversial topics that you can suggest are religion.
Mm-hmm.
People have different faiths, different beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
and different interpretations. And this, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you is just one interpretation that we call Earl's Bible Corner. Yes, we delve into the great big book you find in the hotel. We cut away the ye's and the thees and the hallelujahs, and we read it to you in plain Americano.
That's right.
Just like the Duke would read the Bible.
That's right. John Wayne, the greatest American.
Or maybe Ronald Reagan.
Oh, Reagan, the greatest president who ever lived.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with another interpretation, another favorite story from the Bible, it's our friend Earl. Good morning, Earl.
Thank you there, Dave. And welcome once again to Earl's Bible Corner. I am Earl. Today's lesson is about Moses and his first visit from God. Now, what's important to know before we begin is that as a child, Moses' mom threw him in the river like a bag of kittens, which basically accounts for why Moses grew up bitter and a drunk.
Oh, no.
Anywho, Moses is out walking the sheep one day when he sees a burning bush.
Uh-huh.
And I don't mean his old lady had a yeast infection.
Okay, move it along.
A shrub was on fire.
Man.
So Moses, he grabs a hose and starts to soak the bush, but a voice calls out, "Hey, what are you doing? You're drowning God over here." And Moses says, "I don't think so. God's some old bearded Charlton Heston-looking guy. You're just a friggin' bush." But the bush says, "Shut your friggin' hole. I said I'm God. Put the hose down, go to Egypt, and lead my people to the promised land." So Moses says, "Okay, I'll bite. But how am I going to do that by myself?" God says, "Don't worry. I'll give you lots of secret weapons and tricks, just like James Bond." So Moses starts asking for Ferraris with smoke bombs and pussy galore broads with big hooters. But God says, "Tell you what, here's a magic stick. Close the friggin' deal."
Magic stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Moses goes to see King Tut, tells him, "Let go of my people or else." And King Tut says, "Or else what? You gonna puke on me, you raghead sandal-wearing drunk?"
That's what King Tut said.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
So Moses eventually splits, and God's asked if he used the magic stick on the guy. Moses says, "No, God, I panicked. I improvised. I told him I'd turn the rivers into blood." And God freaks out. "You'll turn the rivers into blood? You? I'm the one who's got to do the trick, pal. Christ!" At which point God's kid comes running into the room
Right.
saying, "Yeah, Daddy, what do you want?" God says, "Nothing, Jesus. Go back to your video games. I'm busy."
Yeah.
So God spends all night in the lab, finally invents a way to turn the rivers into blood, and sends Moses back to King Tut to save his people. This time the king says, "Piss off, Moses. Bloody rivers don't scare me. I once bagged Cleopatra when she was riding the cotton camel."
The cotton camel.
That's right. So Moses slinks back to God, who asks him how it went, and Moses says, "Nothing worked, God, so I told him to let our people go, or every firstborn son in the entire country will die tonight." God just laughs and says, "Oh, this will be great for my image. Come worship me or I'll kill your kids." "What are you, drunk, you raghead? Get out of here already." Next day, Moses says, "Geez, God, you look terrible." And God's like, "No friggin' kidding. I've been up all night whacking kids to keep your promise, you douche."
Call him a douche?
So Moses goes back to the king, who finally says, "Uncle," says, "I'm tired of your ass. Here, Moses, take your people and get out of here. Go that away." Well, little did Moses know the king's army was following them right to the banks of the Red Sea, where they were trapped. So Moses, out of desperation, he arranges all the slaves, and get this, forms a giant human SOS right there on the sand.
Wow.
God sees it and says, "What do you want me to do now? Split the friggin' Red Sea?" And Moses says, "Well, I was thinking more in the lines of a Lincoln Tunnel, but that'll work." So they all get away, and God, being the loving, caring deity that he is, He drowns all the raghead army bastards like rats,
Right.
and the slaves finally go free.
Well, then it all worked out just like God and everyone wanted then, right? Oh.
Wrong.
Sorry.
Turns out Moses leads them right into Israel, which is a nice enough spot. The weather's nice, but it's tiny. It's eeny-weeny.
Yeah.
Overall, when you look at his career, I'd have to say, nice leadership, Moses. Who are you going to be in your next lifetime? David Koresh?
Oh, come on.
Don't worry,
no.
people. We can kick Jenny Rito's ass, although she is a pretty big broad.
All right, thanks.
When does Lurch get to be Attorney General, huh?
Okay.
Oh, sure, our plywood car will stand up to battle ram.
Okay, this has once again been another visit with Earl.
Yeah, douche.
Another interpretation from Earl and his family Bible here on Earl's Bible Corner. Thanks, Earl.
Go in peace, my friends.